Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Checking in on SPY IWM and QQQ daily weekly time frame. So SPY volume was non-existent today, one of the lowest volume days of the year. And we set a double top at the all-time high, lower high by 6 cents. And it was a very, very tight range. You can see the size of the candlestick, rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band and closing fairly close to the low of the day. We had a bullish reaction in the Netflix, so the tech sector is going to be seeing some upside. We'll see if that brings the overall market with it in terms of strength. And, of course, the bulls are positioned and just ready here for new all-time highs. If we do see consolidation and get a bear break of this inside bar at 245.33, we can pull all the way back to this middle Bollinger Band support down at 243 and still be very healthy. Pretty much the 50-day moving average is now our guide for the uptrend, as we held it 4 times, and if we held it again, it would still be a higher low no matter where it is at this point. So bulls in full control. There's no concern. The only concern would be short-term consolidation if we break the inside bar bearish. SPY on the weekly time frame, seeing the same thing. Exponential moving averages have caught up a little bit. Middle Bollinger Band still ascending, and nothing bearish to be said about this chart on either the daily nor the weekly in any way, shape, or form. IWM, new all-time high, hit a bit more convincingly. Good sign for the bulls by getting over that little double top that had formed. And our 5th green day in a row, higher low, higher high. Upper Bollinger Band clearly resistance, as we have rejected from this level time and time again over the past 6 weeks. And that is ascending rapidly, so that's giving a good cushion for the bulls to continue movement to the upside. And anything higher than 140.38, our last consolidation low, anything higher than that keeps the higher low pattern and the bulls in control. So IWM is certainly seeing correlation to SPY and trading hand in hand and seeing the follow through with that strength. And the weekly time frame still riding these exponential supports as we have been for what feels like forever, but it's only been 2 months, and still trading between those levels and the upper Bollinger Band on the verge of a bullish MACD cross and ready for further continuation as we have been seeing over the past 2 weeks. So QQQ is going to get a bump here from Netflix, in my opinion. And that's if the gains hold up here. And let's see just real quick where we stand. 179. So bulls are fine here in Netflix and in the tech sector. And we have seen higher lows now 6 days in a row, 7 days in a row. Bearish reversal doji, but likely to not confirm it if these gains in the tech sector and Netflix hold up overnight and hold up through tomorrow. So we're looking at resistance from here of 142.69 and then just 143.51, the all-time high. The bulls have seen an incredible move, and it wasn't really on huge volume, which is why one of the reasons why I've been so skeptical, but bulls just pushing right through, and it almost looks like the kind of move we saw after that dump back in mid-May, that Trump dump that was a one-day event, and the bulls just bought that dip and flew with it on very low volume, nothing notable, but they were running with it very significantly with no slowdown, and it's a kind of similar play to that. So if we do see a break of 142.69, we know this bearish reversal doji will likely be negated, and we know the bulls are seeing big-time follow-through with the Netflix reaction. Weekly time frame for QQQ on the verge of breaking these lower highs, and we actually did break these lower highs today, so great sign for the bulls. Higher lows and higher highs is now going to potentially resume the trend that we have been in, and the Netflix earnings is going to have people bullish. The rest of the tech sector earnings, in my opinion, all of which are going to be approaching in the coming weeks. So everything's on fire. Everything is bullish. No slowdown in sight. And we did see a lot of more drawn-out consolidation than we had seen as it played out for over a month, but bulls bought that dip. The big red flag for me was the volume. You can see all this bear volume on this pullback compared to the bull volume the past 2 weeks on the way up. And I would look at that chart and be very skeptical. But one thing that I've learned in this market in the past, year is that volume is not necessary for the price movement. And, the algorithms and the computerized trading and everybody is bullish and still looking bullish. And it's not a good idea to be fighting the trend. It's fine to be skeptical and cautious. For example, I would still have a very hard time swinging anything in terms of the tech sector, XLK or QQQ. I'd still have a very hard time swinging them bullish overnight at these levels after these 7 days in a row. But in terms of going bearish to fight it, that's a completely different story that I would not be doing unless we had, some indicators on the daily time frame that made us confident for some short-term trades. That's not the case right now. Higher low pattern breaking will be an indication of normal healthy consolidation to come, but again, not likely with the way that Netflix is seeing this reaction to earnings. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow and see how it all plays out. See you then.